So welcome back students. Now we will take up the third topic of 8051 timer slash counter. So in the second session we were talking about how this particular timer slash counter block works. So if I take this timer, then the pulses will be started with the help of oscillators and a 1 by 12 circuit. And if I take a counter, the pulses will be given, the pulses will be generated with the help of pin TX, right? And after in this point, the pulses are to be given from this C slash T bar 0 or C slash T bar 1. If this particular bit is equal to 0, we are in timer mode. If this particular bit is equal to 1, we are in counter mode, right? This bit is used in TMOD register. So this is the bit which is used in TMOD register. Then after taking the pulses here, the pulses are to be given to either timer or a counter in order to start. So before going to give this these pulses to the in order to start the timer or a counter, here there is one more block called timer control block, right? So from this block here, it is the block which is used in order to give these pulses to the timer slash counter that has to be started. So this switch will be closed only when the value of this particular block will be equal to 1. So now we'll see what are all the things that are there inside this timer control block. That is nothing but the next topic, that is timer control block. So in this timer control block, we have three logic gates, right? We have three logic gates, that is NOT gate, OR gate, AND gate. And what I said is, this is a timer control block. What I said is, the output of this should be equal to 1. The output of this should be equal to 1. Then only I can start my timer or a counter. Just to see this, the output of this should be equal to 1. The output of the meaning is, here there is a AND gate, right? Here there is a NAND gate, right? Not AND, NAND gate. So the output of this should be equal to 1. Then only we can start the timer slash counter. So NOT gate, OR gate, this is NAND gate, right? Okay, so the output of this should be equal to 1. So how to make the value of this particular block is equal to 1? So here we have two cases, the case 1. So if I make gate is equal to 0, if I make this gate is equal to 0, the output of NOT will be equal to 1. The output of NOT will be equal to 1. Okay. And I will not care about this one more input, that is INTX bar. Interrupt, INT stands for interrupt X bar. I don't care about that because one of the input is already equal to 1. It may be a 0 or a 1. I don't care about that. The output of this should be equal to 1, right? Am I right? And I have to get the output of this particular gate is equal to 1, and only if I make TRX. TRX is the bit which is used in TCON register. TR stands for timer run bit. Timer run bit, which tells that the timer is in enable state or a disabled state, right? So if I make TRX is equal to 1, so 1 will get, I will get the output of NAND gate is equal to 1, right? So when gate is equal to 0, compulsory we should make TRX is equal to 1. Then only the timer or a counter will be started. Okay. And in case 2, what happens? If I make gate is equal to 1, what happens? If I make this gate is equal to 1, what happens? The output of NOT gate will be equal to 0 automatically, right? And here we have to concentrate on this INTX tx bar. So we have to get the value of this is equal to compulsory 1. So we have to make this is equal to 1, right? After doing so, when gate is equal to 1, as int x bar is equal to 1, and the value of, I will get here 1, right? And the value of, and also the value of trx is equal to 1, then only I can start my timer slash counter, right? So in both the cases we will come to the conclusion that either gate is equal to 0 or a gate is equal to 1. When gate is equal to 0, trx bit has to be equal to 1. When gate is equal to 1, int x bar is equal to 1 as well as trx is equal to 1. The conclusion is in the both the cases we should make trx is equal to 1, then only I can start my timer slash counter. So this is a timer control block. Thank you.